Hello everybody and welcome to round 8 of the F1 2022 World Cup. My name is Chris, otherwise known as CFRacing, and today guys we are racing in Australia. Now I'm going to be going through the driver standings heading into Australia. In the lead is Max Verstappen with 62 points, followed by Lando Norris, Lewis Hamilton, Charles Leclerc, Sebastian Vettel, Zhou Guanyu, and Pierre Gasly are tied for 7th, followed by George Russell, Liam Lawson, and Daniel Ricciardo rounds off your top 10. 11 to 22 is Fernando Alonso, Sergio Perez, Lance Stroll, Carlos Sainz, Esteban Ocon, Alexander Albon, Yuki Tsunoda, Valtteri Bottas, Mick Schumacher, and yet the score is Kevin Magnussen, Oscar Piastri, and Nicholas Latifi. Your World Cup team standings with 3 races to go looks like this. The Netherlands are in the lead with 96 points, followed by Germany in second with 92. Great Britain in third with 89, followed by Canada, Italy, France, Japan, Switzerland, Australia, Thailand, and the USA. Now guys, I have another special commentator for you. This is Ellie from my Discord, so thank you so much Ellie for commentating on this race, and take it away.
Well, good evening or good morning everybody, and welcome to round 8 of the F1 World Cup here at Melbourne. Currently on board with Lewis Hamilton's lap here. I say on board, we're just riding with him on the off-board cameras here as he does his final lap of qualifying here at Melbourne. Currently rounding turn 3 and keeping a little bit of right hand lock before setting up quite nicely for this left-hander. Old layout here, as most of us know, Melbourne has been changed. However, currently running the old layout, which means in just a few moments he will be going through a chicane. Heavy braking his own could present a passing opportunity within the race as he very nicely in that Team Germany car, picking up well for him. Sort of hugs the left-hand side. Currently a 10th down. Forgot to mention he was a 10th up in Sector 1. As he is now coming down the third DRS zone on this lap before setting up. Heavy braking into the first right-hander before trying to keep it in 5th, half throttle. So heavy braking again down into the penultimate corner. Accelerating now through the gears. Around the final corner, is it going to be P2? I think it is.
Welcome to the Australian Grand Prix in Melbourne for what no doubt will be an intense day of racing. So here we are at the Albert Park circuit, 3.3 miles around the lake, with the street track making for a bumpy surface with little undulation. There are 16 corners here, with the best passing opportunities coming at turn 1 and turn 3. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
There are 3 main things to worry about there, Crofty. Positioning, awareness, and discipline. First, you have to put your car in a bit of space and make sure you have room to react to what the others are doing. Then you have to watch your mirrors and listen to the sounds around you to get a sense of where everyone is. And finally, just don't get too greedy. Just because a gap exists doesn't always mean you should go for it.
And the starting grid now for round 8 here of the F1 World Cup. It's Team Netherlands, Max Verstappen on pole. 10th off in second place is Team Germany's Lewis Hamilton. Behind him we have Perez and Fernando Alonso. Lando Norris and Sebastian Vettel. Carlos Sainz and Mick Schumacher, very good job by him. George Russell and Guanyu Zhou are lining up 9th and 10th. Charles Leclerc and Valtteri Bottas behind Gasly and Stroll 15th, 16th, 17th and 18th. Tsunoda and Ocon, Oscar Piastri, Nicholas Latifi, and Magnussen and Liam Lawson rounding out the back of the grid. As now the lights are coming on. 3, 4, 5. The lights are out and the drivers are away here for round 8. And it's a decent start by Hamilton, but even better start by Max Verstappen as into turn 1 around the outside. Sergio Perez. What a move. Okay, on lap 1, passing quite easily the Team Germany car of Lewis Hamilton. Behind him, it is Alonso, who managed to stay ahead there of the Team GB of Lando Norris. Everyone now fighting through 58 laps here. They want to keep the nose nice and clean. Heading down now into turn 6. All side by side. No, one side by side, sorry. All single file. And the same there heading into the chicane. Nothing green to report. Everyone just sort of staying where they are. Top 3 being Verstappen, Perez, and Hamilton. As we fast forward now, just a bit further on to lap 1, it's been a good start by Liam Lawson already. Up, I believe that was 4 places on his original start position. And out front, Max Verstappen leads from Sergio Perez. On board now here with Valtteri Bottas as he looks to be setting up a move on his teammate. Will he go down the inside? No. Ooh, Juan outbreaks him and still stays ahead. They're going down now. He's going to try and hang it on the outside. And around the outside, side by side, the 2 Team Switzerland cars. Valtteri Bottas now has the inside and gets through. Joe backing out, leaving his teammates some space. Lewis Hamilton may, on lap 8, may try the same thing Bottas did on Sergio Perez here, the Team Netherlands car, not having the same pace as his teammate Verstappen, who is quite far out front and round the outside. So he goes Lewis Hamilton, which now turns into the inside for turn 4. And on to the turn, Perez has to back out. And Lewis Hamilton for Team Germany up into 4th. And Perez going to try not get swallowed up by the Team France car of Fernando Alonso. And oh no! Oh, this is a disaster for Team Australia. Oscar Piastri is appearing to be scoring with engine issues at the team's home round. Pulling off, and yeah, it's all over for them. So we now follow on board Lando Norris, still following quite nicely, and not following anymore, sorry. Fernando Alonso is into the pits, comes the Team GB car. And behind him it appears to be Mick Schumacher of Team USA. As back onto soft tyres goes Lando Norris, and away! Brilliant stop there by Team GB. As we can now look at the pit stop for Mick Schumacher. Very good job by the US crew, and he is away. Next into the pits is appearing to be Carlos Sainz, Team Italy, currently having a much better race than his teammate Charles Leclerc, who just seems to be always stuck in traffic at this point of the race. As that is a very nice stop. And away he went. Max Verstappen next to be in. See the back end kicking out, and as I say that, he does head into the pits. Be interesting to see what strategy he chooses. Netherlands crew coming out. It looks to be a soft tyre. So he's going soft, so we'll have to stop again. No one looks to be coming out. Coming in for any other change of tyres, as we have a random safety car. As Lando Norris actually benefiting from pitting, as it looks like Team Germany and Team Netherlands respectively left Perez and Hamilton and Perez out, and that allows Lando Norris and Carlos Sainz to actually close up, and Lando Norris to actually get the jump. Now into P2 for Team GB. So down the grid, Ricciardo not having a good day, stuck in 13th. Hopefully his fortunes can improve later on. Same can be said for Tsunoda, Lawson, and Nicholas Latifi. We now fast forward a few laps later, on to lap 25. Safety car's been in for about 2 laps now, and it looks to be George Russell trying to set up a move on the Team USA car of Mick Schumacher round the outside. It's going to be one of these textbook moves around the outside, hang to the inside, get a better run out of 4 into 5, and George Russell is ahead. So now with Lando Norris, who is now pitting again. Could this be the final stop? But just at halfway distance. So it is slightly feasible that he could be pitting here. And on goes. Was that another setter? Soft, or was that the hards? Couldn't quite tell, but if it was a hards, he is definitely going to try and go to the end. As your race leader is in. Making sure to hit the pits speed limiter line. Can this be a better stop? Onto the mediums. That's going to be a tough ask to try and make them go to the end for the Team Netherlands driver. As now, race leader Lewis Hamilton, Team Germany, out in front here. Coming up to the Team Australia car of Liam Lawson. Going through the right flick. Lawson pulling over to the outside. No! Oh my god! And that is a big crash there for Lewis Hamilton. Safety car deployed. Trying to lap Liam Lawson. Let's look on board here from Lewis Hamilton's perspective. Liam looks like he's pulling right to let him through. Hamilton goes right. Liam quickly darts to the inside. And, oh, it's just a bad case of misunderstanding. Now, safety car has been in for a bit now. Nicholas Latifi looking to go down the inside there. Oh, Liam Lawson. Currently, and oh, Lawson squeezes it into the wall. And that is a crash. Safety car may be back out here. So that is a big crash for Nicholas Latifi in Thailand car. On to lap 55, and yet again it is Max Verstappen leading a Team Netherlands 1-2 with Valtteri Bottas and Carlos Sainz in 3rd and 4th respectively. George Russell currently in 5th, gonna hopefully try and close onto the back of Sainz, although he is being closely followed by Lando Norris behind. 9th and 10th for Stroll and Albon for Canada and Ireland respectively, both having a good run now as the race goes on. Fortunately down in 14th and sort of stuck there is Charles Leclerc, nearly not enjoying his run here in Australia. As heading on to the final lap, it's been a dominant performance by Max Verstappen, Team Netherlands. The only thing that can stop him as we cut to a battle site is the battle for 4th. Can Russell look to go round the outside? Textbook move! Round the outside, turning to the inside. This should be job done for the Team Germany driver, but no! Carlos Sainz hanging it round the outside and battling on, keeping the position. There's only realistically one more passing opportunity left, and it's coming up. Can Russell stay in the DRS? Look to go down the inside. No, it's just too far back, as that appeared to actually be a lock-up for Sainz. So he now approach a left-right flick. He'd be crazy to try and move here. Yeah, it's close, but it's just not going to work. Getting on to the final DRS zone. Will this blasted DRS help? And yes, he is. It looks to go round the outside. Through the double right-hander. He's still there. So we cut to Max Verstappen. Dominant display by Team Netherlands. As he rounds the final corner to win round 8. Perez in 2nd. Bottas 3rd. As we cut to the battle for 4th here. 2 wide. Will Lando Norris look to throw? It's 3 wide! And I think Sainz just managed to keep ahead.
all of those questions correctly, you'll have a good chance. And that's exactly what happened today.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team.
At the end of round 8 in Australia, huge championship implications in this race, with Max Verstappen at 75.5 points in the lead, followed by Lando Norris P2, George Russell P3, Sergio Perez in 4th, followed by Lewis Hamilton, Charles Leclerc, Zhou Guanyu, Sebastian Vettel, Pierre Gasly, and Daniel Ricciardo rounds off your top 10. From 11 to 22, we have Liam Lawson, Fernando Alonso, Lance Stroll, Carlos Sainz, Valtteri Bottas, Esteban Ocon, Alexander Albon, Yuki Tsunoda, Mick Schumacher, and yet the score is Kevin Magnussen, Oscar Piastri, and Nicholas Latifi. Your World Cup Round 8 team standings look like this. We have the Netherlands with a commanding lead with 127.5 points, followed by Germany in P2 with Great Britain in P3. Italy lands in P4, followed by Canada, Switzerland, France, Japan, Australia, Thailand, and the USA. Next episode, guys, is going to be a 2-part finale with them racing in Japan and going straight to Bahrain, being commentated by TJ, I believe, from race 6 or 7, and we're going to have Sai Ketsu also commentating those 2 races as well. So stay tuned for that. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.